Hey, it's Alina here from Estimate Mastery, and today I'm going to talk about why contractors should get certified in Xactimate. So if you're not certified yet, you're going to want to watch this video. I'm going to show you exactly why you want to get certified, and then I'm going to show you how to get certified. So let's go take a look at how to get your certification in Xactimate. So why would a contractor want to get certified in Xactimate? And that's a really good question. I actually get a lot in my email, comments, and things. We get a lot of questions like, why would I want to get certified? How do I get certified? And that's what we're going to cover in this video. So first of all, why? The vast majority of adjusters who use Xactimate are not certified in the software. So when you as the contractor get certified, you have a level of authority in the industry that's well recognized that you can say, Mr. Adjuster, I see you're not paying for this, this, and this. I happen to be certified level 1 in Xactimate, and so therefore I know or have some knowledge, I've been tested on my knowledge of how to use the software. So if you're level 1, cool, that's great, but I really need to speak with someone inside the organization that has the same level of authority, experience, and is level 1 certified in order to get this taken care of. So it helps push you and your estimate up the food chain in the insurance company. So maybe you land with a manager or someone else that can actually make decisions inside the company. That's what level 1 really does. Going and taking the exam, to be honest, won't do too much for you as far as learning or practical knowledge. Unfortunately, it is a bunch of interior sketch and just a little bit of roof sketch that they have you do. Then you add some line items to that estimate, and then they test you on the outcome. What's the linear foot of the baseboards in the kitchen? How many squares of roofing material do you have on your roof? Yada, yada, yada. So this prep document that I'm going to show you right now will show you how to get there. But the goal of it isn't the certification process itself. It's the authority piece that you get once you get certified, that you can show the adjuster, hey, I hold my level 1 or 2 or 3 certification. I need to speak with someone inside your organization that has the same level of certification. So you can add their certification number to your company header in Xactimate. You can add it to your business cards and show your homeowners or policyholders, hey, look, I'm certified in this software, so I know what needs to go on here. You can also put it, in your email signature, heck, put it on your truck, whatever you want to do. It just really brings a level of authority in the industry, not only to the adjuster, you can actually leverage it in your, with the policyholder, with the homeowner. Hey, look, I'm certified to use this software. That other contractor that was knocking on your door, he's not certified, most likely. There's a lot, even less contractors certified than there are adjusters. So most people, when they go for certification, it really puts you up in the top end of your industry for your area. It's pretty fantastic. So you can start with level 1. We'll cover what that takes right now. Level 2, basically it just adds a second level to the floor plan. Level 1 is going to be just a single floor plan, single story. Level 2, they'll get up into the second story. Level 3, you've got a vertex staircase and some other things. The only reason to get level 3 certified, in my opinion, is if you want to be an expert witness, and you can then, they state on the website over at Verisk that you are an expert witness status when you're holding level 3. You can go straight to level 3 if you're really great in Xactimate and sketch and building estimates. You don't have to go 1, 2, 3. You can hop over there if you want to. I just wouldn't recommend it. If you've never been certified before, it's good to at least just go through level 1. So in this video, I'll show you what it takes, what we're looking at with this certification prep doc. The link for this prep doc is actually in the description below. So go check that out. Whether you're an adjuster or contractor, whoever's watching this, go fill out our registration form. You can get this prep doc sent to you. But let's do a little bit of a deep dive into this doc really quick here. So basically, it's going to give you all the instructions. This mimics the exam for level 1. It's pretty close to what the exam is. It's not the exact same floor plan, but the instructions are very similar to what level 1 is. So if you can get through the certification prep doc, you're going to do great on the level 1 exam. So they want you to create an estimate. They'll tell you what price list that they want you to use, what tax jurisdiction or sales tax, and they do have you apply 10 and 10 for the overhead and profit. And then they'll tell you all of the definitions of the sketch. Let's take a look at what that floor plan looks like. Let me zoom out a little bit here. So for this floor plan, probably the most difficult part is adding the stairs, doing this little pop out right here. This is just a square break tool that you're going to use to create these pop outs. Square break is the tool you'll use here, and then you'll left click, hold, and drag your square break tool right there, and that'll create this middle pop out. The hallway can be a bit tricky. Pay attention to your dimensions. Okay, so this hallway doesn't actually go into the bedroom. Commonly what I see people do is they put the door here, and that throws everything off as far as square footage. So if you're doing this prep doc, it actually is a little bit harder than the test itself. So if you can sketch this with ease, you'll be fine on the level 1. If this is a little bit more difficult for you, I would say try sketching it 2 or 3 times and then double check all of the interior and exterior dimensions if you can. Sometimes on the online version, it doesn't show you exterior, or sometimes it doesn't show you interior, just depending on when you're watching this video. So just try to double check all the dimensions as best you can and try to get them within 1 inch and you'll be good to go. Scroll on down here. It's going to go into the specifics of every room so that you know your door and window sizes. This is exactly like the exam. It's just going to walk you through exactly what they want in each and every room as far as the sketch. So I'm going to zoom on down here. There's a lot of sketch specifics. Again, you can download this. We've got the link in the description below. You can go grab your copy. Then it's going to have you add the scope, meaning you're going to have to add the line items to that floor plan that you just created. So you're going to add all your line items, and then it's going to move you on to the roof plan. The only difficulty with roof plan here is probably creating a hip and then a gable back here. You need to know your roof types. And then again, this little pop out is tricky. This is harder than the exam. Well, where we sit right now, it's harder than the exam, but it's a good representation. If you can do this, you can sketch this roof, you will be fine on the level 1 exam. So you can see right here, they just have you left click, hold, and drag that square break tool again to create the pop out on the inside of the slope, right? It's not connected to the edge of that roof, so you're gonna have to pop out a little, it's like a little porch area, and that would be the main roof sketch for the exam. Well, for the prep doc anyways. The exam, I think, is a little bit easier as we sit today. And then, of course, they've just got 8 items for you to add to that roof. Then, once you've completed this, you've double-checked all of your measurements. Again, watch your measurements. Watch the measurements of the valleys, the hip, the ridge. Watch all of these things. Double-check all the measurements around the roof. Once you've got that solid and you've added your items, then you're going to want to scoot on down to the questions. It's going to ask you, what's the square footage of the floor? What's the square footage of the walls? You can read, you know what this says, and that's going to be what they call the practical part of the exam. Then you move on down and you've got your knowledge exam. Now, as we sit right now, I'm not sure if they've included the knowledge exam still. I had heard rumors that it might get pulled or changed in some way. This is still a really good exercise to go through these. And at the very end, so these are multiple choice. So that's what's great, is that you can have, I love multiple choice exams. Can be good or bad. Sometimes it'll actually give you an answer that you're like, oh, wait, okay, is it parameters or is it insured info? So sometimes it introduces doubt rather than just asking you the question and you populating the answer. So it could be a good or bad thing, but I really like multiple choice. It's usually pretty easy to figure out what the answer is. And also it's an open book, open software exam, meaning that you can go ahead and look at the software, open Xactimate, do the research to see, is it this answer or that answer? But again, I'm not sure the knowledge as we sit right now is going to be included. Still a great exercise for your cert prep document. However, all right, and then it gives you an answer key. So you can go through and see what line items, that's your category and selector codes, what the activity is for that line item, and then what the calculation or the quantity is. Just depends on what answer you're looking at there. They do give you all of the answers for the linear feet, and then the answer key as far as the knowledge. They'll tell you the right answer for the knowledge portion with the multiple choice there. So that's how it works. You just need to go in, start sketching, get your cert prep doc all sussed out. And then when you're ready to move on to the exam itself, you're just going to go over to Verisk's website. I'll try to link the link to the exam down below. We do have a discount code for you. We got $15 off that price of that exam. Well, I feel it's 15% off using our code. So we'll put that information in the description box down below as well. But that's how easy it is to go and to get certified. Once you enter the exam, I believe you have a year to sketch it right now. Again, that may change. Just They may change that in the future, but they usually give you a good amount of time to create the sketch and then add the line items and the exam itself. And then I believe it's a 180-minute timer that when you start the actual question answering, meaning when you're going to enter your answers on those practical, when you're going to enter your answers on that knowledge or multiple choice section, if that's still there, that will be where you're going to spend 3 hours or 180-minute time limit. So there's a time limit there. So you do, I believe, have to have a 70% pass rate. In order to pass the exam, you need to get at least 70% of the questions right. So always go back, double check your measurements. That's where people fail the exam, is they don't pay really close attention to those measurements on that certification exam practical sketch portion. So just double check your work. Make sure you have the right line items. Just pay attention to the details. Sometimes it's remove only. Sometimes it's remove and replace. So just pay attention to the instructions and how they have you set everything up, and you'll be good to go. I've seen beginners pass level 1 that have never used Xactimate, opened it up, figured it out using my YouTube videos, how to get the estimate started, and then go into the prep. Once you get the prep under your feet and you go into the actual exam, I've seen people pass as beginners. So it's not rocket science. It's just taking that time to sketch the interior, because a lot of the contractors that follow this channel, you probably don't use interior sketch very much, but it's with the goal of getting that level of authority in the industry, right? So, and then certification lasts for 2 years. You will have to go take the exam every 2 years, but it really isn't that bad. Once you've been through it once, you can do it again. It's really not that bad. And then if you'd like, you can graduate to level 2 and 3 as well. But for right now, go ahead and get started on the level 1 exam and see how that lands with you. If you have any questions, email us at info@estimatemastery.com. Also, if you'd like to request the level 2 or level 3 prep, maybe perhaps you'd like to go to the next level, that's fine. Email us at info@estimatemastery.com. We can send those other documents over to you. And other than that, any questions on the prep itself or the exam itself, shoot them our way. We're here to help. So go ahead and go to estimatemastery.com. We've got our 800 number over there, or info@estimatemastery.com if you want to reach out. So that's it for this video. If you like this topic, if you like what we're doing over here at Estimate Mastery, please give me a like. It really does help out the channel. And of course, subscribe to see videos every week as we roll out throughout the year. And I hope you have a great week in your business, and I'll see you next week.